Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the quiz so prestigious and sought after that in late-breaking news I'm being replaced as host by the Gulf state of Qatar. But just for tonight, I'm joined by two equally illustrious teams who have already won one game each, another victory, and they'll be straight through to the quarter-finals, which will be played in the desert at 50 degrees Celsius. Hoping to pack their flip-flops and factor 90 are, on my right, Neil McCaskill, a computer programmer whose uncanny resemblance to Salman Rushdie almost forced him into hiding. Paul Philpott, a keen record collector who met a former inmate of Alcatraz prison in the Alcatraz prison gift shop. And their captain, Andrew Fraser, a company director and former civil servant who shook Margaret Thatcher's hand while dressed as a 50-pence piece. United by their blazing saddles, they are the Spaghetti Westerners. You beat the mixologists in your first heat. How have you been preparing for this next match?
Well, first of all, we did some important research into the quality of the real ale pubs of central Cardiff, and then we returned to the hotel bar for some light quizzing.
I hope the pubs didn't let you down.
They certainly didn't.
I hope you gave them my love. I haven't seen them for a few months, but I'll be back. You are facing tonight, on my left, David Smith, a retired computer analyst and chartered accountant who came third in an Irish chess championship in 1985. Sri Kantaneni, an entrepreneur and occasional poker player whose ambition is to visit every World Heritage Site despite his fear of flying. And their captain, Bob Thompson, an enthusiastic member of the National Tramway Museum who once rescued a greyhound from his shed roof. United by a taste for the tracks, they are the Railwaymen. Now, you beat the Collectors in your first heat. How did you celebrate that victory?
Again, sort of a beer or two, and I was presenting the quiz in the bar that was won jointly by Neil and Andrew from the opposition last night.
You host a quiz in Cardiff?
Well, I did last night, yes.
That's the spirit. Once you're in town, why would you do anything but host a quiz? That's the right way to think. OK, let's see who's sailing straight into the quarter-finals. We'll determine that by asking some questions and seeing who knows the right answers. Railwaymen, you won the toss, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds. Ah, the music question right at the start. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
If you don't like the cookie way I comb my hair, please. And you don't like the look of the crazy pants I wear.
You don't know who you're looking at, now just you look at me. I'm a bit of a knob, I am belong to royalty. I'll tell you how we got about. I'm married.
And why should the world take notice of one more love that's
To do so much to do with water. Should hopefully to a milk club.
Try
Songs about winter.
Not the right answer, I'm afraid, so I'm going to play a little snatch of the fourth clue to the Spaghetti Westerners for a possible bonus point.
I can't do the talk like the talk on the TV.
Shakespeare plays them.
Yeah. Songs that share their titles with Shakespeare plays.
It is about Shakespeare plays. You recognised Winter's Tale. Initially, it was Adam Faith, As You Like It, and then the old standard, I'm Henry VIII, I Am. Shakespeare plays is right, so you get the bonus point, and you may choose your own question.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Sexted by... Doesn't know. Next. By the poor. Does that ring any bells? Next.
Stocks and shares first freely traded. It looks like it's states, I think, but I don't know.
Every 100 years something happens.
Yeah. Next.
Dates, but it's all 18th century.
They're all 18th century and 17th century.
3 seconds.
They're all things that first happened in 1700.
I just think that is too broad an answer. I can't take it. So there's a bonus chance for you now, Railwaymen.
David?
They happened in the 1690s.
No, you see, it's not about time, it's about location. They are things that happen in coffee houses. You get it now. Coffee houses, yes. The dolphin, dissected by Newton and They used to tell us at school to pronounce it Edmund Hawley. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That people said Haley for a while because of Bill Haley and the Comets. And then people went, oh, no, it's Halley. Hawley, they used to tell us. But that happened in a coffee shop. And, of course, newspapers read by the poor, that was after the paper tax. To save money, they were passed around there. Stocks and shares freely traded. And Lloyd's insurance market established in Lloyd's Coffee House, in fact, in Lombard Street. So coffee houses was the answer. So no bonus points for you, Railwaymen, but you do get to choose a question.
Twisted flax, please.
The twisted flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Any immediate thoughts on that? Next. Yes.
SI unit.
Yes.
Like, what they all...
Do you know which I nominate you?
SI units. What's the location got to do with it? That's where the SI units were discovered.
What time should be on the one? Next. Next.
3 seconds.
Shri.
These are all SI units, and the first time those events happened.
I like it, and I can see you're thinking, but it is not correct. Does not apply to all the clues, I'm afraid. So a bonus chance for you now, Spaghetti Westerners.
Their statues of these people are opposite the places described.
No, that's not it either, although it is to do with memorials. Their names are written on the Eiffel Tower. The reason why we're saying opposite the Trocadero, opposite Grenelle and so on, it's to do with which bit of the Eiffel Tower the names are written on. So the names of 72 scientists are listed on that tower as a sort of tribute. So no bonus points there, but Westerners, your choice.
We'll have the Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
It's the plague of Black Death. Next. It's a dying, falling. And next. Judges on someone in.
Is that the big Lebowski? Is that the
Yeah,
film?
I think it might be, but I don't. Next.
3 seconds. I need to hear something.
Colours.
Colours, not an acceptable answer, I'm afraid. So, Railwaymen, another bonus chance.
Titans.
Titans, not it either. You'll notice the difficulty level has ramped up a bit because you won your first heat. Yes. What if I were to tell you that these pictures represented a plague, a fall, the stranger in The Big Lebowski and the myth of Sisyphus?
Books by Camus.
Yes, they are translations of the titles of works by Camus. La Peste, La Chute, L'étranger, The Myth of Sisyphus, Le Mythe de Sisyphe, I suppose that would be. They're Camus titles, but again, too late, I'm afraid. So back to you, Railwaymen, for a question.
Shri.
Line, please.
Line. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Syzygy. It could be words, wouldn't it? It could be words. Next.
It's not the Caesarovich, no.
No.
What? Might be something to begin with this.
Next.
It might be to do with the letters S-Y-Z or Y-G-Y, but I don't know what it is.
Next.
Three seconds.
Shri.
It's dusk, night, dawn, and it's the phases of the day.
Not it, I'm afraid. Do you feel, Bob, that Sri knows the answer? Is it just you being mean? You buzz in and say his name and hope he'll come up with something?
Yeah.
A good guess, but not it, I'm afraid. Westerners, can you get the bonus?
We think it's eclipse.
Eclipse is the right answer. What can you tell me about any of these clues?
Syzygy is an astronomical term related to an eclipse.
The race, the eclipse stakes.
Presumably this is the name of the yacht, and Twilight 3 is the Twilight
It's the Twilight
series called
Saga.
Eclipse. Yeah.
The books and films, the third one, is called Eclipse. Very well done. And one question remains for you at the end of the round. That will be the water question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. This is some collecting thing or something to do with Blue Peter. Or,
Could be.
it was collected in some context by someone. Next. Oh, these are things that have sold for record amounts at auction, possibly. Next.
Blue Peter is a collection, but I don't know what else.
Well, Blue Peter.
3 seconds.
Blue Peter.
I'm going to need to hear something else.
Yeah, they were things that were awarded as prizes on Blue Peter.
They were not awarded as prizes on Blue Peter. So, Railwaymen, is your last chance to score something in this round. Can you do it?
Were they buried in a sort of like a millennium box or something, or for posterity?
They were buried in a time capsule in 1971. That's right. It was a Blue Peter time capsule. Well, obviously, Valerie Singleton, you know it would be. But a set of decimal coins, badges and an annual put under the ground for posterity. Fond memories of Valerie Singleton over there?
I couldn't say.
Let's gloss over that and look at the scores at the end of round 1. The Railwaymen have 1 point. The Spaghetti Westerners have 2. Round 2 is the sequences round. What comes fourth in a sequence? That's the question I have for the teams. Railwaymen, you're first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Horned viper, please.
The viper. OK, what would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
Germany.
It's in Germany, a spa resort. Meeting places, World War II.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh.
That's the next one.
Yeah. Bretton Woods.
Not the right answer, I'm afraid. So we're offering bonuses again to you, Westerners. Do you know the answer?
Anything?
Compiègne, actually, Prussian.
What?
Franco-Prussian War.
No, far too long, I'm afraid. Are you muttering about the Franco-Prussian Wars? Totally wrong. The answer is Rio de Janeiro, because these are England World Cup bases. Bases for the England team at the FIFA World Cup, and we're going from 2002 to 2014, so I wanted to hear Rio de Janeiro. So you didn't get the bonus, but you may choose a question.
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Anything? Next.
Maybe it's an anagram or something.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? But it's got to be a sequence as well. Starlet. No. Next.
First one's letters, isn't it?
Letters.
3 seconds.
They are anagrams.
Whatever they may be, I wanted to know what was fourth in a
You do,
sequence. So, Railwaymen, can you tell me for a bonus point?
Stella.
And why would that be?
It's a brand of lager I don't like.
OK.
All
I mean,
of them
thing is, that wouldn't quite be a sequence. And even if they were anagrams, how could that be a sequence? Interesting you don't know this. I, myself, am now in a comfort zone, away from football and into caviar. So I'm happy. It's sizes of caviar, and the next one up would be beluga. All right, Railwaymen, what would you like next?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. Let's see if we can score something here. They're going to be picture clues. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Do we know who that is?
Don't think so.
Nope. Next.
Oh, he's in Neighbours, Ian Bishop.
Yeah. Oh, it might be.
Queen ranks going down or going up.
Next.
That is Knight.
That is Knight.
Oh.
Bishop Knight.
It just be the yes, it's unification. Knight. Is it Gainesville Bishop?
Andrew Castle or a picture of a rook.
Or indeed lovely Roy Castle, which is what we've gone for. But anything involving castle or rook is acceptable for the points. And why is that?
Sequence of chess pieces. Is it Una King, Ian Bishop, Gladys Knight?
We are looking at chess pieces moving outwards from the king, Una King. It's actually Harold Bishop from Neighbours. And yes, Gladys Knight and the Pips come up in every series of this quiz. They're somehow very useful for quizzing. I don't know why. Pips, Knight, very useful. But the next one along would be castle or rook. Well done. Spaghetti Westerners, which hieroglyph is calling your name?
Water, please.
Water. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Darling. Not a capital D, but probably not next. It's a song. It's a song. A cutie full of charms. Next. So beautiful. It's the lyrics of something. My lovely.
Yes. Oh, that was your answer. No, that's not correct. Railwaymen, do you know?
So adorable.
And what about it? Oh, that's
Because
your answer.
yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Adorable is the right answer. And why?
It's a song whose title escapes me, and it's a sequence of the qualities that are illustrated in that song.
That's right. It's Perry Como. It's actually called A, You're Adorable. So we're going backwards. A, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charms. D, you're a darling, and so on. So you get the bonus point, and it's your turn to choose a question.
Tree.
Lion, please.
Lion. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
14 Atari's 19.
It's a space program or something, isn't it? Maybe 14. Next.
1969. 1969 would be Apollo. What came before that? Minute 12, 11. 11 to the moon, was it? Not Apollo 11 to the moon. 11. No, what was the landing? Apollo 11. Eagle. 11. Eagle. Oh, I see, yeah. Eagle. 1969.
11, Eagle, 1969.
A perfect answer coming in after 2 clues. You get 3 points. What are we looking at?
Manned moon landings, starting or finishing with the first.
They are lunar landing modules, and we're going backwards towards number 11, Eagle. Apollo 11, that was July 16th, 1969. Well done. OK, Westerners, your turn.
2 reads, please.
I think that's a very good choice. 2 reads. Your last chance to score points this round. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
She played a part on radio. Someone else has played on something else. Next. LP, Cindy Oswald. Next. Sandra Dickinson. So, who's Sandra Dickinson? She's Peter Davis. Yeah, and it's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So it's the film. It's who played the main female character in the film.
3 seconds.
Do we have the name?
No.
I need something.
Well, say nothing.
OK, Railwaymen, what do you think?
Film, Judi Dench.
That I'd really like to see, but
dear.
no, it is film. Now, you were muttering over there, and you may think this as well. These are people who played Trillian in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, successive adaptations. So starting with radio, it was Susan Sheridan. Moving forwards through time, Cindy Oswald did the recording, Sandra Dickinson on TV. The film, it was Zooey Deschanel. At the end of round 2, bit of a turnaround. The Spaghetti Westerners have 2 points. The Railwaymen have 7. Connecting wall time, and it's the Spaghetti Westerners to go first now. So you have the choice, lion or water.
The lion, please.
The lion wall, 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Great
That's
Extinct bird.
dodo is.
Quagga is, tiger is, so let's try those 4. And mammoth is the 5th.
Okay, so Argo's an Oscar-winning film, Titanic's an Oscar-winning film.
The artist is...
And put those 3
Giant, was that
Wizard of Oz is?
Oh no, sorry,
Giant.
Titanic.
Argo, artist, Titanic, Wizard of Oz. No.
What else have we got?
Giant.
Argo, artist, Wizard of Oz, giant. Leave out Argo. Leave out the artist.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I think we've got to abandon that.
Jumbo's an elephant. Maybe.
Jumbo, mammoth. Titanic, giant mean big. Jumbo
all mean
means
big.
big.
They all
Mammoth
Okay,
means
try
big.
them. There's 4 there, isn't there? Okay, now
3 strikes and you're
let's
out now.
have a look.
Waterstone.
Curry, the power.
Curries, Waterstones,
The power.
Boots,
Powers.
and Argos.
Oh, okay. So
Argos,
let's
boots,
just
Curries,
The others are
check.
films.
Let's just check.
Films.
The Wizard of Oz, the artist of films, the power. What was that?
Is that a film?
It's Kong a
I don't
film?
know. Kong's not King, the artist. Are those
Silent films? That was no.
No, that's not silent.
That's not silent. The power.
Kong?
Just put those in for now.
Oh,
Directed by the
They
same
are
one.
darts nicknames.
Ah, yeah, the power tailor and so forth. So,
let's
That's
just double check where.
All darts.
So they're darts nicknames.
these are shops with S on
With
them.
if you have an S,
S on,
then they're
yeah.
the shops.
That's it, you've solved the wall. Very well done. 4 points immediately. What about the connections? Great auk, dodo, saber-toothed tiger, quagga.
They're extinct creatures.
They are animals that are now extinct. What about the green group starting giant?
There are words, synonyms for being very big.
Simply words that suggest voluminousness, that's right. And in the purple group, or pink I sometimes say, and then people on the internet get cross and say, no, it's purple. Argo, curry, boot, waterstone.
Add an S on the end and you get chains of stores, shops.
That's what it is, abbreviated shops. And the last one, Kong, the Wizard of Oz, the power, the artist.
They are the nicknames of darts players, one of whom is Phil the Power Taylor, and Paul will tell you who the other 3 are.
Go on then, Paul.
If you want them, it's Robbie Green's Kong, Simon Whitlock's The Wizard of Oz, the artist Kevin Painter.
Very good, good darts knowledge. You nearly fell for our red herring of the false film group. But of course, we'd never have just films. It would have to have the same director or actor or something. Not films at all, darts players. Well done. So that is a maximum of 10 points. Time to bring back the Railwaymen, give them a fresh wall and see if they can solve it in similar style. It'll be the water wall for you, Railwaymen, because the line's been taken. 2.5 minutes, of course, to solve it, starting now.
These are card games, Happy Families, Blackjack,
Solo might be a
Solo,
red herring.
Bridge.
That might be red.
I don't know.
Pick up a pairs is up. Pairs maybe. Do you want me to go through?
Pairs.
No, not pick up the.
Happy Families, Solo.
I believe
Bridge
and Solo
Go on,
might be.
David, go
Let's
for those while I
let's
look for
try.
something else.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Got fingerboard's a part of guitar, whammy board is a part of a guitar, bridge is a part of a guitar, and so is a pickup. Yes.
Okay, that's taken region pickup actually.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try again.
So yeah.
Pairs, solo.
Happy Family, Blackjack. No, so there's still a red herring in there somewhere. Up and under's a term in rugby. Is there anything else?
No.
Bouncers, term in sport even.
Yeah.
I don't know, bun lid, drumstick.
Teachers is a play.
Play?
Teachers, Blackjack.
Wrongly spelled whiskies.
Yeah. It's a play. Somebody.
Or fruit salad is also like children's sweets. Fried eggs is a children's sweet as well.
Blackjack's a German sweet.
Blackjack. Drumstick, yes.
3 strikes and you're out now.
Up and under.
Bouncers and teachers, I think, are both plays by the same
Bouncers
person.
and teachers are plays.
Probably.
So solo pairs, happy families.
We tried.
So should we go?
Normally looks like a card game.
Yeah, up and under for a game, and red bagel.
Yeah.
No, bouncers, teachers.
Up and under.
Up and under.
And
happy families could be a play.
Play, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah.
you've solved the wall. Very well done. So that's the 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? Bridge, a fingerboard, a whammy bar, pickup.
They're parts of an electric guitar.
They're parts of an electric guitar. What about the green group, starting fruit salad?
Fruit salad Friday. They are children's sweets.
Traditional chewy sweets, that's it. And the pink or purple group, happy families, bouncers, teachers, up and under.
The plays by somebody who I can't remember.
I'm going to need a name.
Alan Ayckbourn.
Not Alan Ayckbourn, John Godber. Plays by John Godber. And the last light blue group, solo, bun-lid, red bagel, pears.
Card games.
Now, no, there was a false group in there. None of the things makes the group card games. That's not what they are. What it is, I don't know if you'll kick yourselves or not, they are anagrams of European capital cities. You're looking at Oslo, Dublin, can you see it now?
Yeah, Paris, Belgrade.
Belgrade and Paris. Anagrams of European capital cities. But 4 points for the groups you found and 2 points for the connections. That is a total of 6. Let's have a look at the scores. The Spaghetti Westerners have 12 points. The Railwaymen have 13. So it's a close run thing. The outcome will be determined by missing vowel. Fingers on buzzers teams. What are the disguise clues? I can tell you that the first group are all common words in English and Italian. For example, welcome and benvenuto. Railwaymen.
Yes and si.
Correct. Railwaymen.
Ice cream and gelato.
Correct. Westerners.
Mother and madre.
Correct. Railwaymen.
5 and cinco.
Yes, it is. Next category, winners of the Cheltenham Gold Cup. Railwaymen.
Desert Orchid.
Correct. Railwaymen.
Arkle.
Yes. Railwaymen.
Kauto Star.
Correct. Spaghetti Westerners.
Best mate.
That is right. Next category, footballers and actors with overlapping names. Westerners?
Michael Bradley Cooper.
Yes, it is. Railwaymen?
David James Dean.
Well spotted. Westerners?
John Terry Thomas.
Yes, it is. Railwaymen?
Thierry Henry Fonda.
Correct. Next category, free jazz acts. No time to look at those free jazz acts because the bell has gone for the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, winning with 21 points and straight into the quarter-finals, it's the Railwaymen. But an honourable second with 16 points, the Spaghetti Westerners. You're not going home, of course. You'll get another chance to win your way into the quarter-finals later in the series. But well done, Railwaymen. You're straight through. Good quizzing. Thank you for watching. Please join me next time for more intellectual jousting than you'd get from dressing Professor Brian Cox in chainmail, strapping him onto a horse and handing him a lance. Although that does remain high on my to-do list. Goodbye.